Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It is October 21st, 2025, and we are still very much grieving the loss of Daniel Naroditsky, beloved player, commentator. It's been lovely to see the tributes poured out to him over the last few days. Almost everyone has had a kind word to say. He's made a beautiful impact on their lives, on the lives of many chess fans, and he's always going to be part of the biggest chess boom. But beyond that, he did play games, and today we're going to be talking about one of his immortal games. I mean, he played so many outstanding games of chess, but this one stands out as one of his biggest ones. He was playing Tuan Minh Lê. He had the black pieces, and this is it's a beautiful game. So it was d4, d6. So already a bit of an offbeat opening, knight to f3, and now bishop to g4. Bear in mind this was an online game. Naroditsky was well known as an online player, but his over-the-board performances are still not to be forgotten. Bishop to f4, knight to d7, so playing it's called the Wade defense, so playing something very, very offbeat. Knight bd2, knight g to f6, h3, kicking the bishop to h5, and now c3. So a fairly standard-ish setup for white to play, almost like in a London style kind of thing, if they play e3 and so on. Black is playing this very cagely because they're looking at potential pawn breaks in the center. They need to get this bishop out. What they're doing with this bishop is unclear because it could get kicked and then it has to come back this way. So it's very interesting. So we're going to see how Naroditsky solves this problem. He starts with c6, queen at b3, and now queen to b6, offering a queen trade. We have e4, bishop takes f3, and now g takes f3. His opponent realizes, Danya might want to castle that way. I'm just going to open the g file. Boom. And have a nice open rook, and I can still go long. We get e5. The bishop retreats, and now queen to c7, no longer trading queens. f4, bishop to e7, rook to g1, short castles. Despite the fact that this is a completely open g-file, Danya is not afraid. F takes, d takes, and now bishop to h6. And now look at this move, knight to e8. I mean, it's really your only defensive move. You can play like g6 and lose your rook, I suppose, but that's not going to help you. Knight to f3, king to h8, gets out the pin. Now the bishop is hanging. We play bishop to e3, and now look at that knight jumping to d6. The queen drops back to c2. It's no longer useful on this diagonal. We're moving it this way, potentially even pushing the f-pawn, and we're going to locate it then on the g-file. Danya plays f5. He needs some counterplay. D takes, knight takes in the center. Now we open up a threat on this. So long castles, giving up the pawn kind of, but there is this pin of sorts. We get knight takes e5, queen takes e5, and now look at that. That is a problem. But we can get out of it with queen to f4 check, king to b1, and now bishop to f6. The bishop retreats, and now look at that, queen to h4, and Danya's taken over the game, very much so. We have rook to d7, and everything is still targeting the base of his pawn chain. Everything is targeting it. Rook a d8, now we're fighting back on the c-file. We are hanging a couple pawns, but then I'm going to have an open file to contend with. So rook takes b7, rook b8. Maybe you shouldn't have taken that pawn. Now I've got an open file to your king. Rook takes b8, rook takes b8, king to a1, and now the simply incredible move, knight takes c3. A thunderbolt, sacrificing the knight to rip open the white position, the white king's position, and after 28, b takes c3, the queen will join the party. Okay, maybe not there. The queen will be joining the party. She will be getting in, and the rook will be getting in, and the bishop and that white king is not safe, as I need to swat something away from my camera. B takes c3 was played, and now look at this move. Queen to a4. the sacrifice of a full queen, but you cannot take it because bishop takes c3 would be checkmate. Cold-blooded precision. Daniel Naroditsky, when he was winning, he was precise. Cold-blooded precision. Every piece that he has available, he only has 3. They're all joining in the attack. Look at that. 2 bishops, rook, queen, can't defend the white king. After the whole game you've been attacking black. Queen to c1, and now look at this. Just ice cold. The immortal move of this game. The reason this game is remembered. It is mate in 3, but there is only one way for black to be winning. And it's to sacrifice the queen. Queen to d1. It's mate in 2. A queen sacrifice that ends the game on the spot. If queen takes d1, obviously bishop takes d3, takes c3. And if, for example, queen queen b2, what? Queen takes d1, bishop takes c3. If, for example, bishop to d2, you take the queen. Or bishop takes c3 actually as well. Also wins because it comes with check. The queen can't take because of the pin. So bishop takes and queen takes would be mate. Unbelievable. And if not bishop to d2, if you move this bishop, then I take because the queen is pinned. Queen to d1, mate in 2. This wasn't a long game. This was Danya seeing an opportunity. Look back here. Move 19, long castles. This is where the game changed because we had this little tactical skirmish and white was fully intent on attacking the queen, but all the way over here, bishop to f6, lining up on this beautiful diagonal. White deciding not to trade and allow black to, maintain a good position. No, bishop to e3. I want to continue my attack on the black king. The black king was meant to be unsafe. Rook to d7. Rook a1. White shouldn't have taken this. Rook takes b7. Rook takes b8. Maybe trading was the wrong move. If you're going to commit, maybe take another. Or just keep the rook on the open file. No, we took. And after sliding the king away, we were not aware to the danger. And Naroditsky finds the best 3 moves in a row. Knight takes c3. The thunderbolt that started it all. Ripping open the protection. And taking was the wrong move. It's what was played in the game. The best move here was to play the absolutely absurd bishop to g5. It is still lost for white. But that would have probably been their best move. Instead, b takes c3 was played, and this is your weakness, because the king can't escape onto the g file, because you've been forced to take, and now taking that would basically be mate. So I can play queen a4, 1 queen sacrifice, but you don't have to take it. But you can't stop the second queen sacrifice. Queen to d1. Absolutely brilliant from Daniel Naroditsky. May he rest in peace. We miss you, Danya. We miss you a lot.
My favorite memory of Danya? I mean, I don't have a favorite memory of him specifically.
Alright. Classical opening around 1300 though. Notice the X-ray defense, right? We now have a possibility of just stopping it. And this construction is super common with the knight sitting between the 2 bishops like this. Dreamed of a collab, so I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to this.
King goes back to e4. King goes back to e6.
Knight takes a2. Oh my god, it's c2.
Oh my god. The second went to c.
Takes a bishop.
Wow.
And Gukesh will be the world champion.
Talented grandmaster, exceptional commentator, brilliant individual. I've been sitting here and I've been staring at a wall for this entire time. I cannot wrap my head around what has happened.
He always spoke from his heart. You know, there was never things that he held back. It's a pity that he's gone too soon.
Another speedrun episode. You thought I was gone forever, but little do you know, I'm back better than ever.